Episode 15 of the 8 Bits podcast, recorded the 9th of March 2014. Sponsored by Shelby, who says, I want a sponsor! Flash always does it! Hi, Flash! That's what she sounds like. And Vlash, who says, Hi, Shelby. And hello to the rest of you, of course. That's what he sounds like. Hello and welcome to the 8 Bits podcast. I am Maz. There's Bradadas. There's the Brucey. Welcome back, Bruce.
Cheers.
It's been a while. Thought you'd quit on us. Like, I'm out of this goat rodeo.
So fucked I went to another country.
And we've got special guest, HOJJOSHMC. How you doing?
I'm good.
Oh, that's exciting. So many beards. I feel a little bit inadequately dressed today.
There are a lot of beards.
I am wearing pants, but it's not enough. It's not enough to be wearing pants today.
That's right. If you had worn your beard, you didn't have to wear pants.
I've been out-bearded.
That's right.
Oh. How are you, Hodge? Let's have a little chat about what you do and who you are. Not that anybody needs to know, because everybody already knows you. It's us. What do we do? Yeah, we're pretty good. HOJJOSH is HOJJOSHMC on the tweeters, and also same again on the YouTubes. And tell us a little bit about what that channel does.
Okay, so I do a lot of gaming videos, but I also do musical parodies. That's kind of where I got kind of my minimal fame, I guess, would be from doing parodies. So
they're the Papara uploads.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is it hard work getting a parody out while a song is relevant?
Yes.
Yeah, I imagine
it's very hard.
Quick.
It is, because the thing is like a lot of us now, especially like, I mean, I've been doing it for a couple of years now, and so a lot of us now know each other, the people that do the parodies, and so we're like, sometimes we'll talk and we're like, I'm about to do this parody. Oh crap, so am I. And sometimes that brings on collabs, and sometimes it means that you just abandon a song entirely.
Yeah. You got to share it around, don't you?
That's right.
Figure out which Kesha song you're going to do next.
You laugh, but my first parody was a Kesha song.
Hey, see, I know what the business is about.
There it is.
Cool.
It's true.
Well, we'll talk. And you've done some. You're on the road with PlayStation 4? Question mark?
Yeah. So I got a little gig with Sony. Basically, they ran this contest from their blog to become an official PlayStation Insider, they called it. And so I won that, me and 4 other folks, so 5 of us in total. And they took us out. We went to PAX and did that. We went to CES and got to hit up some of that time. I was in LA like a couple weeks ago to basically play a bunch of indies and the newest Infamous. And I don't know, there's rumors I might make it to E3. I don't know yet.
Ooh,
I'm sure Brad will have some questions for you that hopefully you'll be able to answer some of them during the show.
Hopefully.
The chat room has just... Rambo Jenkins has said he suffers from a ginger beard and has black hair. You can see his problem. Suffers. And I have the same affliction of... what would you call it? Fucking mysterious genetic failures.
Dyeing your hair.
Yeah. If only that was the truth.
We know the truth.
We know the truth.
Black hair.
I'm not one of you. I'm not one of you. No.
You dye your hair. We're on to you.
Anyway, so this is a show. It's about
beards.
This week it is
Beards,
anyway.
Apparently.
And I hope you enjoy it.
Welcome to the Big and Beardy podcast.
Yeah, get out, man.
God damn it! I'll just run the show for you. I'm not here. You can go to our website 8bitspodcast.com if you would like to become a sponsor, or check out any of the episodes' video supplements, because we actually do stream this with glorious beard vision and supplements about what we're talking about, so that's good. It's all over.
You got me. Fuck.
And you can also what else can you do there?
Do where?
On our website, mate. On our website.
Not much, but you can go to the
Facebook. That's
go to the
what I was going.
Facebooks.
You can go to the Facebook or you can go to the community forums.
Facebook.com/8bitspodcast, and we also have links on there to our forums to get the chats on. We have a segment at the end of the show, Hodge, where people who have said things on Twitter or Facebook go in a sandbag. I'm not even sure why we called it that. It makes no sense.
It was basically the shame spot,
Oh,
although
that's
I
right.
don't know why we were doing that.
Every week.
Didn't he keep saying he was the Sandman? That's right. It's because Spud used to eat sand as a kid.
Just because
yeah.
you eat sand doesn't mean you're the Sandman, Spud. Mr. Sandman, eating my sand.
I was thinking that too.
So yeah, well, we may as well jump into the news and see what's cracking. That was the news bumper. It's too long. I'll go first quickly. Last episode, Bradders, we discussed the Minecraft movie
Yeah.
that you mentioned was back on, and I was like, yes, it is. But I wasn't aware you were talking about the actual
The
Warner Brothers
one.
Oh,
one.
really?
Which is a thing. Mojang and Warner Brothers have been in chats about this Minecraft movie for some time, and so that's where the higgledy-piggledy legal issues came up with Rocket Jump Crew. So I just wanted to say it is a thing. They don't know whether it's going to be live action or animated.
I do know that they have. I think they've got the guys from the Lego movie to make it for them.
Yeah.
So it's probably going to be animated.
It's highly likely that it'll be animated.
And one thing we can confirm, I'm pretty sure, is we were right. Sam Jackson is going to be the voice of the Ender Dragon.
Are you kidding?
Yes.
Thank God.
But you know, it's
It's
very
like,
believable.
what?
I mean, he says yes to everything.
That is
would.
true. Do you want to do this? Yes.
I'll
Of
do it.
course I do. Does it pay anything?
Yeah.
What's the ad he's on? That gambling ad?
Hello.
Yeah, 360.com.
360.
I'd like to tell you about bet365.com.
Hey, motherfuckers!
He's on a gambling.
And guess what?
Gamble,
Oh,
bitch!
here he is, yeah.
Here's a big sack of money. Do things for us.
He's doing credit card commercials here.
No,
Really?
Oh, wow.
that seems about right.
He's out of control.
Maybe he's in some serious
Yeah,
debt
you
with
can
gambling.
get your credit card and then start gambling.
Just give Sam Jackson all your money.
Yeah. He
That's what
needs
it is. Yeah.
At what point did he start calling himself Sam Jackson, too?
I don't know, I just started...
Sam Jackson, motherfucker.
I just started calling him... It was better than calling him... What was it? Did he get mixed up with Lawrence
Samuel
Fishburne by
L.
that guy?
You know, Morpheus. Say bitch again, Neo.
Right.
Anyway.
How dare you?
Oh dear.
Yeah.
That's where all the credit card interest goes. It goes straight into his bank account.
Yeah?
Yep.
Right
I've
on.
got more news. I'll keep going until someone
Yeah, sure. No,
stops
keep
me.
going.
Watch Dogs. Just a little bit, real quick news on that. It has been confirmed as not dead by the people who make it.
Hooray.
We've talked about that several times, haven't we?
We have, but now we've got some actual beats. May 27th, everyone else gets it, and 2014 is a possibility for the Wii U. They are still in development. They really want to take advantage of the gamepad, since they don't just want to have it be basically the same experience. They're really trying to use the gamepad in exciting ways.
That's good.
So that is good.
Is
But
that
also-
exciting in quotation marks? 'Cause
Yeah, I think so. And Rayman legending us again.
As well as 2014 and Watch Dogs.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
those.
The whole thing is quotations.
Yeah. And bit of video footage for all those people who care enough to come and watch us do this live. But this is possibly a thing. Indiegogo crowdfunding project for... Can anybody guess based on the video here?
Yep.
Yep, everybody knows. It's Shaq Fu, the legend reborn.
Oh man.
It's pretty exciting. He's made himself very buff, but that's great. It's got stretch goals for every single system, so no doubt everyone will be playing Shaq Fu at some point.
No.
Is everybody so disappointed?
Yes.
Yeah, pretty pretty much.
Other than you.
Michael
I've
Jordan
never
had a
played it.
much
I
better
just
game.
Assumed it was important.
Since when can terrible games like ride nostalgia?
That's
Well,
yeah.
Why? Why is this a thing?
Let's get a Kickstarter going for a reboot of Dudes with Attitude from the NES.
Yeah.
Anybody? That shit was fuck. That was a trip game.
I remember why I went to the Philippines now.
I was supposed to quit this podcast. I forgot.
Shaq Fu.
Oh. It's me done.
Right. Well, I've only got a couple of bits. So the big news coming out this week was the Rocksteady releasing the trailer for their new Batman game. Hopefully that won't annoy me the way that Origins did. Pre-rendered trailer, but it looks pretty good. Batmobile.
yeah,
That's
it's
nice.
It looked really good.
Hello there. Mate, imagine an open world GTA Batman with Batmobiles.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Let's imagine that for a minute.
Oh,
Just silence.
Just think that
I can't ponder no damn beard. You guys pondering your beards.
Ah, my beard.
right.
My life sucks.
So it's been pretty slow news week, honestly. I went about making my own news by annoying Capcom.
Oh yes.
Myself and demanding that they make a new Dino Crisis game.
How are they going on that? Is that
It got retweeted once by someone with a Capcom character as their avatar on Twitter. I went, well,
This is going nowhere
this
fast.
is going nowhere in a great way.
Keep doing it, Brad. You never
But
know.
but that'd be sweet. I mean, think of it. The Resident Evil 6 engine, except instead of doing sick kicks to zombies like a lame-o, you're doing it to velociraptors, which is awesome.
I don't mind it.
Maybe that's what we need to do to Nintendo. Just keep tweeting
That's
at
a
them.
great idea.
Pokemon Snap.
Pokemon Snap. And let's
Pokemon Snap Wii U.
Snap Woo.
I mean, they have like the perfect, like that's perfect for it. Why not?
I know, right? Like let's
It seems like it's made
let's
for
do
it.
some screen grabs and like fake it onto the gamepad, and us having such
That's right.
joyous time, filled with nostalgia and DLC for all 7,000
We'll,
Pokemon.
we'll get a lady to just be there playing it, so we
Yeah.
can put it on the girls' club.
Yep.
fine.
Yes. Some girls on 3DS versions as well.
Yeah.
Because that's got cameras.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Imagine
Perfect.
AR Pokemon Snap. Fuck it.
Ah.
Yeah, Pokemon Snap.
Yeah. I'm hard as a rock right now, but
Yeah, I mean, that's all I've got for you. There's some other, industry shenanigans, but nothing worth...
There are some other
Mentioning too
shenanigans. Shenanigans that are making me angry.
Oh,
Oh.
God.
And one of those is our old friends, DICE and EA.
oh my god.
The EA hours are back.
They're back.
Mainly around DICE. Look, 4 months since Battlefield 4 was launched, and they still can't get their shit right.
How hard is it to make the same game they already had just look better? What are the problems they're having?
Oh, mate, they're having all sorts of problems. A couple that really irritate me at the moment that they're trying to patch. Not registering damage.
What?
Yeah. So, they're aware there's a bug. You fire an opponent and it doesn't do any damage.
Hi everyone, we're aware that our game's totally screwed. Please bear with
Isn't that like the basic
Yeah.
cornerstone of like?
So, this is the bit that irked me. So, it worked to start with, but February 13th, they released a patch for PC and added a piece of code that
Turns everyone's heads into horse eggs.
that fucked it up. So, they're monitoring it apparently, but yeah, that's one of the big ones that irks me. A first-person shooter where you do no damage to the person you're shooting.
That
Yeah.
Great.
A good gauge on whether this game
And this is the fourth one. This is Battlefield 4. And now... Oh, wait. Sorry, you can't do any damage.
Yeah. It's a great gauge to see if this game is working or not is Fred playing it?
That's a good question.
Because he
Is-
clocks
is-
some
is
serious
it?
hours.
Is it?
I'm not...
Because he might play it anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true. He does like the movie Mimic, but anyway, I won't go into that.
Another classy issue they're having is instant death while sprinting. So at certain occasions, while walking or sprinting, a player could get catapulted at high speed, which causes death if any object was in the way.
Mate, this game sounds good now.
It's caused by a mathematical error in their physics code.
So not only can you not shoot people with guns, you can't even walk with your legs around the map.
The best bit is they have a patch for it, but they just haven't deployed it yet.
Well, it probably does something else, like, I don't know.
Just as soon as you spawn, you instantly explode.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just to ruin everything.
Everyone is helicopters.
And the list goes on. If you want to read all the terrible things that they've done, check out the show notes. There will be a link in there to the thread about why we have the EA hours in place.
No, that's interesting. Are these EA problems or are these DICE problems?
They're actually DICE problems. If we break down to the core of it, they're DICE problems.
But we don't like to admit that.
But
we'd rather just give some more EA action.
But I like to blame EA because they fuck everything else up, don't they?
They have to sign on the dotted line, I suppose.
Exactly. But no, you are right. These are actual DICE problems. And it will be interesting to see what happens when DICE move the creators of their expansion packs from, I believe it's Holland at the moment, somewhere in Europe, to LA. So DICE LA are going to be making the next expansion for Battlefield 4. So
the next expansion, is that playable? Is that the subtitle?
Yeah.
Battlefield 4 playable.
Battlefield 4 playable.
God. Are you a FPS kind of dude, Hodge?
No.
Good.
No, not really.
Not missing anything.
Got any more news there?
I do have some more around Gabe Newell's AMA. So he's asked me anything that he did on Reddit. There's a link in the show notes as well to that thread because it's quite lengthy. I'm not going to go through all of it, but they ask him some questions around
Half-Life 3 confirmed.
Half-Life 3 confirmed.
2020.
Steam OS, yeah. There was a quote in there about his collaboration with J.J. Abrams.
Oh God, you don't need lens flares in your game, mate.
The main, this is what it is. The main thing is that when we talk to him, it's like talking with someone who works at Valve. This is not usually the case with people from the film industry.
It's because he doesn't fucking know how to make films. Maybe he'll be good at making games.
Never know.
Fucking JJ lens flares.
And there was a question around bitcoins, and are they going to start accepting bitcoins as a currency in Steam?
No, it's just a Bitcoin thing.
So
Infuriates me.
Yeah,
isn't that like on the way out now? Like,
I think so.
Yeah, well, I think some of the founders got like done legally somehow.
I wouldn't be surprised. It was Bitcoin, the black market currency.
Makes sense.
right.
So yeah, we'll see what happens. There was something around Google buying into bitcoins too. So
I'm not buying Google coins.
Yes, you will. They'll put Pokemon on them, and you'll be forced to.
Nintendo coins.
Sign into
Nintendo
everything
coins.
to buy shit. Oh my God! I just want a fucking Apple.
Even as a
Please sign
even
into
as
your
a,
Google account and
a
post about it on
enterprise,
Google Plus.
Bitcoins doesn't do much, does it?
It does.
I mean, Scarface isn't the same if he has piles of bitcoins. It's like just a laptop mountain of cocaine. Look at all my bitcoins. Say hello to all my bitcoins. No, it's not the same.
It's not. But who knows? Who knows what's going to happen with that bullshit? I mean, bitcoins are ridiculously expensive anyway.
They are stupid at the moment.
Like, I don't know what the exchange rate is, but I think it's...
They were well up there in the $800.
Yeah, I was going to say, like,
Yeah.
you're looking at like $900 for one Bitcoin.
That's the thing. If it took off too, they were only ever going to create 21 million bitcoins.
Google buys into it, they won't.
Well, that's true.
Well, no, that was the whole point. There was a limited amount, so that controlled the value.
You know Google's just going to make more.
Well, it's just like these countries that have like in Africa we get like the $10 billion note.
Yes.
And it's like this doesn't mean anything because there's so much
Yeah.
That's true.
of nothing.
Yeah.
This is
Right.
how money works.
Oh, real world politics. I'm sorry.
Economics.
Economics.
Yeah,
Right.
so if you want to read the rest of that thread, go in the show notes. There is some interesting discussions in there, but I'm not going to go into them because a lot of them will steer away from where we want to go.
And Hodge, you got some news.
Yeah, I mean, you guys said it. There's not a whole lot of news going on, and so I've just been taking up all of my free time with Twitch Plays Pokemon.
It was pretty intense. I actually haven't got into the second run. I'm like, okay, this is done now. I'm done. But
Yeah, the second time around I've been watching it. Like when I'm like working on other things, I'll put it on. But the other day I found myself just okay, I'm kind of over it now. But it's interesting. I think it was a very interesting social experiment. So yeah,
it's very cool. Are they having the same kind of meme religion kind of thing stem out of this one?
I didn't see anything yet, but when I was looking the other day, they hadn't gotten to a point where you would have gotten like a fossil or anything like that.
Okay.
I'm pretty. I don't remember Crystal too much, which is what they're playing. But if it's like all the other Pokemon games, there's got to be a fossil or something.
Yeah.
You got to resurrect, right?
Yeah.
So they're not there yet.
Yeah, it all seems like now the second series. Like I was following a bunch of Twitters and Tumblr things, whatever you call them, about it, and it all seemed very forced. Like just finding the it's like the second generation of, Big Brother or something. It's like, yeah, well, it's been done now, and the excitement's worn off, and now we're just trying to find replacements for season 2.
Right.
Grasping at straws to make it entertaining.
Yeah, and so
Yeah. I did watch. I watched the Zelda one for a while, but that one infuriated me even more.
Yeah, that's,
They were playing the first Zelda game. I couldn't do it.
No, you can't do it if you have to battle things. That's not a thing.
Yeah, it seems like anything that isn't a turn-based system would be a
anything that
complete
isn't
clusterfuck.
actually Pokemon.
Yeah.
I mean,
They made it where he was
Yeah.
in like invincible, so he didn't take damage.
Oh,
so
right.
there was that.
No, what's the point?
But
Yeah.
yeah,
Nah.
exactly.
Oh my god, it'll be a nightmare. Well,
It was.
let's find out what we've all been playing
Whee!
in the save state. Welcome to the save state. Hodge, would you like to go first? You've been playing quite a lot of stuff.
Oh.
Sure. So yeah, I've been like, I picked up Pokemon Y again to finish it up because I'd been sitting on it for a while.
Yeah.
So I finished that, and then now basically I'm just like on the hunt for shinies. Basically pulling my hair out.
Shinies are amazing. Like I dreamt about them once, and that was frightening. But they actually serve no purpose. They're not better. They're just
No, there's
just
no
shiny.
reason to have them other than they're shiny.
yeah.
And I don't know if have you played with chaining at all? Have you played the newest one?
I'm playing X.
I'm sure you have. Okay.
Yeah.
When you get done, you get a poker radar, and like basically the idea would be to chain like the 40 Pokemon back to back, and then you just keep resetting it after that point, and then you eventually get a shiny, and it's awful. It's the worst thing ever, and I hate it. But I found a shiny Pancham, and I'm done now.
So when you say shiny, is this like a foil from like a?
Yeah. So the Pokemon
It
will
kind
have
of
a
would be the
different colour
equivalent of
scheme,
that.
and that's pretty much it.
Yeah,
So you can get like a red Gyarados.
yeah, they sparkle when they come out of the Pokeball.
Yeah.
That's about it,
Yeah.
Different colour in it.
and they're a different color.
That's right, Brad.
Yeah.
That look is correct.
I'm having
Yeah,
a bad
it's-
time with this.
And the hours
Yeah, it's-
people spend chaining to get these.
Well, because
things.
because it's like what if you're not chaining, it's like 1 in 3,000
Yeah.
or something. It goes down to like 1 in 400 when you start chaining,
Oh,
but
good.
it's still awful.
But yeah.
It's still awful.
And then you'll get like a flock or something with one shiny in it and accidentally kill it.
And then you kill the shiny.
Yeah, and then you just kill it. So I chained and I got one, and I'm done now. I'm just gonna not do that anymore. So I picked up Guild Wars 2 again because I was itching for an MMO and don't want to pay for WoW anymore.
I know that.
which is fun. I've also put on there Zen Pinball 2 for the PS4, which I think it's been out on other consoles already, but I love it. I'm a proponent of 3D, so I have a 3D TV, and it's the only thing that works in 3D on my PS4, which I think is bonkers, but that's how it is. So I've been playing a lot of pinball. Yeah, that's and then Jazz Punk, which is insanely awesome.
What is this?
Okay, so I guess it was made by the Adult Swim folks.
It's fucking Thunderbirds.
It's so crazy. Like I don't really. I don't know, a spy game, but I don't even know how to put it into words. Really, it is a spy game. It's very odd. Like the artwork is crazy. It's really trippy.
It looks a little bit like a WarioWare game to me.
Yes, but it was a blast. And some of the stuff you'd have to do was just like, I was sold on it when like I dropped into the first level and there was like a pizza box. And so I went to open this pizza box, just exploring the world, right? Well, when the pizza box opens up, it's got like a computer screen on the top of the box. And then I pressed like the action key and then I was transported into a game where I attacked pizza zombies with a pizza cutter and one of the things that they put like pizzas in an oven with. And I was like, all right, this is my game now. And I finished it in one sitting.
This is happening to me.
It's on.
Okay.
Yeah, I finished it all in one sitting. I was trying to record it for YouTube, but Fraps was being like a punk, and so I was like, you know what, screw it, this one's just for me.
It looks...
So yeah.
I don't know what it is. Is it just a bunch of little mini games?
No, there's a story that drives it all through, but there are like little games in between. Like I just said, like you'll kind of explore something, and then there's a mini game I didn't even know was here.
Wow.
There's side quests and stuff, but it's I don't just play it. It's fun.
Yeah, the core of the game is it's an adventure game, isn't it? Like a
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Does look like somebody who was obsessed with Thunderbirds has made this game.
Yeah.
Thunderbirds WarioWare mashup. What would you rate it out of 5 if you were forced to? Like you're being...
Out of 5, I'd give it a 4. Yeah.
There you go. Thanks. I imagine the sound of that in the podcast is just so unsatisfying without the animation. It's like, yay, cool. Anyway,
what the hell just happened?
Is it expensive?
Is Jazz Punk expensive?
Mm.
I don't think it's too expensive. I don't remember.
It's on Steam, isn't it?
Yes. I would look, but I promise you if I did, my call would drop.
Yeah, ours is a little bit the same.
It's alright, we would do the same. The whole podcast would crash if we looked. Spider, look it up.
Right.
Look it up and leave a comment.
He'll do it.
I know
He'll do it.
Good.
Brad,
Yeah.
I'm itching to hear what you've been doing.
Yeah.
Because I saw your little tweet box bag.
Yeah.
Secrets. Tell us.
Yeah. So it's a good thing that HOJJOS is on the cast today.
Yes.
Because I have picked up the PS4.
Oh, is your life complete?
Welcome, brother.
It's completer.
10 stars.
Actually, the machine itself, I'm really impressed with.
Yep.
It the first thing you notice is how quick it is. Second thing you notice is how bloody quiet it is. It's like if I don't have a CD in there, like a DVD, you don't know what's on.
Oh wow.
It's like an electric car slowly backing over children.
Yeah.
No,
until you load a game and then it goes and then it stops. It gets real quiet.
It really does.
Till it consumes the CD.
Pretty much.
Absorbs.
That's a different noise. Yeah, so I'm really impressed thus far with the machine itself.
So
You got PlayStation Plus yet?
Yeah, I already was. So,
Okay.
So I grabbed
Good. Okay.
I grabbed Outlast and Zombie Nation while they were free. So that's pretty good.
That's amazing.
Yep.
So, was it bundled with anything when you got it?
It wasn't, but I did grab Killzone.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
You're not sorry. Don't be sorry.
Which is
Everyone should be sorry.
Nobody's sorry.
Because it's funny you mentioned J.J. Abrams and game makings, because it really is. It's lens flares in your eyes.
There it is. You said we didn't need lens flares.
Damn you, JJ.
So I'll do the whole thing. I'll start with the positives. Can you make that a little bigger for me, please, Mas?
The words?
The words.
Yes, I can, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Is that good?
That is great. All right. So yes, it is very pretty.
Because of the lens flares?
The whole thing. I looked at rocks for many minutes, just looking at the textures. People were shooting me. It's like, fuck off! I'm looking at rocks. It runs like I can't fault the way it runs. You don't get any drops in frame rate or anything. Not that I experienced anyway. Water's there and water's great.
Does water splash when you jump in it?
It doesn't.
Oh.
I don't want a PS4 now.
Well, you die. You die instantly.
Oh, you die when you jump in water.
Well, it's mostly
Yep.
rivers.
You just can't swim.
Yeah. The way it uses the features of the system is really good. The touchpad and the first time I picked up an audio log and the control started talking to me.
What?
It's got a speaker in it.
Okay.
I was like, I freaked completely out. I was like,
Threw it against the wall.
happening?
Yeah.
I'm so surprised that PlayStation and Xbox haven't jumped on that sooner. I've had speakers in my control.
Oh,
for
wait, here we go.
10 years.
What did they go? Blip, 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 blip.
No, like, what was a good game that was not good enough?
Well, what are you thinking about that?
We've got speakers in our controls, but we've not made any
Anyway,
games to use them.
Yeah, I mean the weapon, your default weapon is kind of interesting. It's a machine gun that you can change into like a rail gun, sniper rifle type of thing. That's kind of cool. The owl is neat, but it needed more done with it. The owl is a little drone thing that you can send out. You can repel, make it shoot dudes. Shield. Yeah, them.
Those owls.
That's the ones.
Oh my god. Horrifying.
They're wonderful. However, when I was playing it, I couldn't help but I felt the same way when I was playing Halo 3. It's like, this is okay, but there's not there's not much to do here. Like you're following a vague like quest objective marker that sometimes is really confusing, and you hope that you don't run into enemies that spawn continuously, or you just try and run until you hit whatever magical spot they've deemed worthy of no more spawn.
And allow everything to spawn around you.
Yeah, you get shot in the back a lot, which is as pretty as everything is, it feels like you're on a set. You're on a set. You can't really touch anything. It's like, look at all the pretty things, but don't touch it.
So you can't interact with the scenery.
You can't interact with much at all.
Yeah, that's true.
Story wasn't anything to talk.
This is.
I didn't care. Like, this story didn't grip me at all.
You just wanted to go and shoot things.
Yeah, and even that wasn't very fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really. I talk about this a lot. Actually, is like feedback from shooting games and how important that is, and this botches it. Like you get your little your mark, your hit marker. You know from a Battlefield.
Yeah.
When you hit something, but it barely looks like it's doing anything. It's like your shots have no weight behind them.
Maybe DICE teamed up and got in there.
Who knows? Yeah, save or die QTEs. That's good.
Love them.
I was very angry.
I bet you would.
Because the thing is, like, I don't have a massive TV.
Yeah.
So when the text for the button you have to press is over the action and white and in tiny font, it's very hard to figure out what you actually need to do.
And being masked by thousands of lens flares.
All the lens flares are coming at me. There's one scene in the third mission, the one where you're on a spaceship. You're on a spaceship in space.
Yeah.
And you have a confrontation with another character. And I'm watching the story go along. All right. That's a weird pause. Dead. Oh, was I supposed to do a thing? Because I didn't really know. And that happened a few times because it took us ages, because Nico was there with me. And we're like, what are you supposed to... we can't tell.
And you did. Yeah.
What are we pushing? And every time it would bring you back to a checkpoint before you trigger the conversation. So you have to go through the conversation again and again until you figure it out. What's that last one say?
AI.
Oh yeah, and the AI is bullshit. The AI is so dumb until one guy spots you, and then they all have laser precision.
Yes, very much so.
So, thank God for EB Games here in Australia and their 7-day no questions asked return policy.
You love that policy.
I love that policy so hard.
Just walk in there like I did with Final Fantasy 13. This is fucked. And they go, no.
We tried to tell you not to buy it, but you did.
So now I'm playing Black Flag.
Black Flag looked very cool.
Black Flag is a lot... Basically, this is the difference between Killzone and Black Flag. The first time I played Black Flag, I played it for 6 hours, and I lost track of time.
Wow.
Killzone, I was 2 hours. I was nah.
I'm taking this back.
I'm kind of done. I'll try again later.
Did you finish it? Or just
No.
Yeah,
no. I wasn't putting myself through that. It's a chore to play this game.
Yeah,
it is a chore.
It is. It's a beautiful chore.
It's lovely. It looks gorgeous, but no, not doing it.
Yeah.
Before we get your rating on it, Hodge, what are your... you've obviously played it.
Oh, yeah.
I feel all the ways that you just said. I have it. I got it with the console, when I first bought it, and I've been on the same mission since the day that I played the game for the first time. I put it in the PS4 when someone... No, here's the sad thing. Here's the worst part. I wasn't gonna admit this, but I'm going to.
Oh yeah.
It is literally the first mission.
The one where you get your weapon, you get your ammo, and you come out into that nice looking wooded area.
Yes, with all the little towers and stuff.
Yep. No, I understand completely because it was a pain in the ass to push through.
Yeah. So what I do is it is my let me show off what the PS4 can do disc. So when people come to my house that don't have a PS4, I'm trying to convince to get a PS4 because I want more people to have them so I have more people to play with. I'll be like, hey, let me show you this. And the sad thing is it does come down to this. Hey, look at this rock.
Yeah.
And people are normally really excited about the rock.
Rocks make people
and I was very excited about the rock.
Yeah, I was too. And then I show them the owl, which I think is a really cool feature. Though I do feel a little cheap at times sending it in to shoot things for me. Because I do that a lot.
Yeah.
I'm the worst soldier ever. I just hide in bushes and send the owl after things.
I didn't, and I kept getting shot. So, sliding scale.
Yeah. So there's that. But I agree. I think it looks beautiful. I think it does what it's supposed to do, which is show you what the system can do. And that is about all it does do.
Yes.
It's a big fat trap.
And how many?
As a tech demo, 5 out of 5.
Yes.
As a game... Great. As a game, I'd say 3.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Thought we were going to get a 1 there.
Yeah.
Not yet.
You know what? The only game I've given a 1s thus far is Arkham Origins, and that was a sheer disappointment reaction. I wasn't really expecting very much based on the reviews I'd already seen, so it's hard to be super disappointed.
I think what pulls it out of a 1 as well is the fact that it is such a good tech demo.
Those rocks.
Those
rocks, mate.
You know, That pulls it to at least a 2, just with the shiny.
Patch it, take out all of the enemies,
And
just have you
Well,
walking through going
Well,
glorious.
it's such a missed opportunity because you've got the owl. Why not use that as your navigation system rather than the really confusing red dot that blends into the environment half the time?
Yes.
Dead Space has the best navigation system. You push a button, he looks down, a little line appears on the floor. It's like a hologram showing where to go. Do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not hard.
Back to the PlayStation 4. Have you had to mess around with any of the share features and the UI and that kind of thing?
Not yet. I'm probably going to do some videos for Black Flag because there are there.
Hit the share. Your YouTube channel's alive.
Yeah.
It's cool.
So there's a lot of fun things you can do, as Bruce found out this morning.
Yeah, that was...
Probably several montages of me throwing people off buildings. That'll be
and
be good.
So, yeah, but you can't upload straight to YouTube, so...
No, you can't, but there are ways to do things.
Yeah, there are. They're just annoying. They're awful.
They're awful.
So where does it put it on the PlayStation network?
I've got it set up so it posts to my Facebook, but only I can see it.
Right.
Yeah, that's how I have it. Then I pull it off of Facebook. But still, like, you lose a lot video quality-wise.
Yeah, but what are you going to do until they sort out their YouTube stuff?
Yeah, they've got to get some licenses.
Yeah. Or if they just pull the HDMI protection off, which they say they're gonna in an update, but that's the biggest thing. Because, like, as soon as they would do that, like, any of your old capture cards would work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I've talked like that, like it's gonna do anything. But like I talked to the guy that I do know at Sony, and like I'm like, look, yo, like there's so many YouTubers that would be on this like so hard, but you won't, like, you took it away from us. You took away the one thing that like we need is like to be able to record this. And they're like, well, you can record. I'm like, well, yeah, you can do the Facebook thing, or even if it like recorded to Twitch and archived, but it doesn't. When you stream, it doesn't archive it.
But have they done that because they need to be in cahoots with the game developers as well to be able to turn that on? Are they just trying to cover their own ass, or are they just being giant dicks?
I have no idea. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why it doesn't archive to Twitch, because you think that would be like a default feature.
Yeah.
But it definitely doesn't, because that was my plan. I was like, well, I'll stream and then I'll pull those archives, but you can't do that. As for why they went Facebook, I have no idea. Like, we asked them about that. We're like, you realize none of us are doing stuff on Facebook. Like, people that make videos, like, first of all, most of us have like separate, like our YouTube persona life and our Facebook. Like, we don't want those two to meet.
Yeah.
And you're forcing it. You're forcing us to do that. And that's a problem, especially like for me. It's like I can't do it. I've done one video that way, and I was like, you know what? I told the guy that we know at Sony. I was like, look, I love you guys, and I want to make you videos, but not until you fix this.
Yeah.
I can't do anything. You make it really hard to do.
Well, you've got support here. I tell you what.
Yeah. It's free advertising for everyone involved. It's such a strange copyright IP issue that they need to really...
saying that, Grim has made a good point in the chat room, and that's his assumption is it's a Blu-ray player as well, so they've got to look at
that's
stopping people from ripping off Blu-rays.
The PS3 didn't have it. I mean, I use an HDMI thing for that, and it works fine.
And the people making gaming content, they're not people who are just... People are going to rip movies regardless of if
exactly.
you're allowed to or not.
Right,
so
yeah.
The gaming community are doing the right thing. It's all...
It's the same as everything else. It's those that aren't doing the right thing that fuck it up for everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah. I even talked to him, like, I was like, there needs to be a way to get it off the system. Like, can I just plug a jump drive in and pull it up? Because it stores it on there. Like, if you look at, like, pull up a game that you have, it stores every 15 minute, like, so every time you play, it records for 15 minutes and then records over that 15 minutes. So you have whatever the most recent 15 minutes is. But every time you open up the game, it starts a new file. So I mean, if you go on there, you can look at your system now. Like every time you've played, whatever game you've played, there's a folder for it, and it'll show you like, here's the one time you played it, here's another time. So I mean, like, you just need to be able to pull it off. But
yeah, that's a good point. Why
whatever.
don't you plug an external drive in and just set that to the record location?
Right. I don't know. These are the questions they won't answer or can't answer.
Damn you, Sony!
I try. Every time I talk to them, like, yo.
Remember that thing? Well, I'm still pissed about it.
Well,
yeah,
But generally, you're pretty impressed with the system.
it's just I'm
Not regretting your choice over the X-Bone?
no.
Good.
No.
That's good news.
you wouldn't.
No. I mean, X-Bone's probably going to be a thing at some point. Just as, the PlayStation 3 was a choice for me at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But they really need to sort out their user interface and all their other business before I jump that particular shark.
You and Hodge should tee up on the PlayStation 4, and then you can tell us what sharing and multiplayer and all that.
Yeah, sure,
all
I'd
that
be down for
good
that.
connection is all about.
Yeah.
I'm going to push us on because
That was a big chunk.
we are going to run over. I didn't play anything, so Bruce.
You didn't play anything?
Nah.
You didn't even play more Donkey Kong?
Nah.
Didn't even play with yourself? Wait.
What?
Anyway, moving on.
Twice a day, mate.
I haven't been playing a real lot. Obviously, I've been in the Philippines for the last couple of weeks for work, so I have been getting on some classics. Castle of the Winds from 1998. Got my emulator working and my Windows 95.
Is this it? Is this what
virtual machine?
Is this what we're looking at?
This
watching that
is
right
it.
now.
This is what we're watching right now.
Wonderful.
It's just glorious.
I was 10. I just want you to know that.
And I'm going to record it. And I'm going to play the second
For
one too.
what possible reason? You know what? No, that's fine.
So yeah, I've been playing that.
There's a big call for this, is there?
I don't know. I've not seen it out there, so maybe there is.
No, maybe there is.
Look at,
Who knows?
I've been trying to get my Commodore 64 emulator going again.
mate, you've got to rate this game.
Mate, I love that game for what it was. I give it. I was going to say 4. But, Matt's just giving it a 5. No, look back in the day, that was a great game.
What is it?
Hey?
What is the game?
It's I
Mate,
guess
you
it's
saw the video?
You saw the video.
It looks like blocks.
That's all it is. It's top down pixels
Dungeon crawling.
dungeon crawling.
It's an RPG.
It's an RPG.
Holy shit.
Essentially your family or grandfather gets slaughtered. Their farm gets slaughtered by a hill giant, and you go out to slay the hill giant, killing through a dungeon. That's it.
And it's called Castle of the Winds for some reason.
There's not much to it other than that.
So de-hyped by that.
There's no storyline really to it. Yeah, trying to get my emulator cranking, and that's about all I've been playing. I went searching for some. Yeah, go on.
Is it a deep system? What?
It's not a deep system. There's no depth really to it at all.
I'm so angry.
It's there to upset you, bro.
It really is.
Other than that, I had a look around the Philippines to buy some games for my console, my DS, whatever. You know how many stores I found in the whole of Metro Manila where there's 12 million people?
I can think of one.
Well, that's it.
That must be the one.
There is one.
Oh yeah.
And they are more expensive than here.
Oh.
So, you know, you can buy consoles pretty much anywhere.
Just to put this into context, so like a $60 game for US would probably run about $100 here.
Yeah. And in
So
Philippines,
to be more than that,
yeah, in Philippines you're probably looking at 120.
that's like old prices back in the day.
Yeah. So
Man.
consoles you can get anywhere.
And that's it. We're happy with $100. It's like only $100. Wow.
Here we are.
I went over there with the intent to get a couple of things because I figured they'll be a bit cheaper than here. Well, that was incorrect.
I did tell you.
You did, but I had a look around. Yeah, consoles you can buy anywhere. Games not so much. So, I'm not sure what they do with their consoles over there. But obviously they jailbreak them and stuff, I guess. And
Not every. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah, a lot of illegal gaming.
Let's move on.
Let's move on.
This is a quick fire hype segment. We are going to rattle off really quickly what we're hyped about, but we're not going to go into any detail.
Well, some detail.
Starting with Brad. All this detail.
Okay, my hype this week is a Kickstarter RPG tabletop hype. First one is Arcadia Quest. It's by the guys who made Super Dungeon Explore. There. But it's more of, you have a guild of adventurers, same sort of anime chibi art style. Second one is Against the Dark Yogi, which is by Tab Creations Limited. They is an RPG based on the myths of India, which is something I have not seen before yet.
No.
The third one is Magicians, which is a game made by an English teacher in Korea, and learning Korean is part of the game system itself.
Oh,
Well, that's pretty nifty.
Are we doing maxes now, or is that
No,
another thing?
we're not.
Excellent. Onwards.
Bruce, you hyped about anything?
I'm hyped to see what EA is going to fuck up next. Titanfall, SimCity 4, Star Wars Battlefront.
All of the above?
Secondly, that's about all. And Juicy Cupcake, the game developers from Adelaide.
Yep.
Guys are trying to put out 12 games in a year. Had a bit of a playtest of their first game last night.
Yeah,
so I'm keen for that to come out. Other than that, not really hyped about anything else, so I thought what I'd do is I'd jump on Steam and see what looks cool on there and add in my hypes. One is 1954 Alcatraz, which is a crime thriller point-click puzzle adventure.
Ooh.
Looks pretty cool. The other one is Call of Cthulhu: The Wasteland. It's sort of, at quick glance, looks kind of... You have a party, you run around kind of top down.
I believe this was already on
Fallout.
phones. I think it's a mobile.
Yeah. So that looked kind of cool as well. Both, around the $5 to $10 mark on Steam.
Pretty good.
Look pretty good. Check them out.
Hodge, just so you know, we go through our rapid fire hypes first, and then we go into detail about one thing that we're most hyped about. So,
Gotcha.
which ones are your quick
Cool.
ones?
So real quick, Infamous Second Son, Watch Dogs. I'm on the fence now after seeing some stuff, but I still want to play it. And the new Super Smash Brothers. So
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, Little Mac.
Little man.
So Little Mac all the way, unless they release it and Bayo's in there.
Oh.
You're recanting.
Then it's Bayo.
I don't have anything. I don't know what's... Oh, I've got... No, they're old ones. Doesn't matter. Goat Simulator. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's move on to our maximum hype. I am most hyped at the moment about... It's probably really old news for everyone involved, but it's Evolve. The creators of Left 4 Dead have done this. It's a 4v... I've got some info. It's a 4v1 multiplayer game, which initially I was disappointed about. I wanted the campaign thing, just a different kind of atmosphere than Left 4 Dead. But it's basically 5-player multiplayer, 4 hunters versus 1 sort of Godzilla-esque type monster. You land on your planet, you've got to kill this monster if you're the hunters, and you've got to kill the players if you're the monster. The planet itself has flora and fauna that, like, it can attack both the players and the monster dude.
So it's a hostile environment for both parties.
Yeah. The human players, there's 4 classes: the trapper, the support, the assault, and the medic. And you basically wander around doing stuff. You can level up to unlock new hunters, monsters, upgrades, skins, and perks for the game, which is cool. So as the humans, you want to hunt the monster, trap it, and kill it. and as the monster, you want to hide from the players initially, eating plants and wildlife, to level yourself up to get more powerful, and then eventually you'll go and turn the tide and try to fuck these guys up. So it's basically a boss battle 4v1. And it looks pretty cool.
I hear there might actually be some more classes and more monsters as well in the full version.
Yeah, I think that's part of the unlocking system, so as you get further through.
Could quite well be.
And that's pretty nifty.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
So my initial disappointment was, I kind of want to do some campaigns and then have multiplayer options and stuff, but it sounds like it might hold its own.
Yeah, who says, have they said definitely no single player campaign?
No, but the way they're pitching it all, especially with the logo as well, is a 4v1 vibe. So
it'd be cool if you could just add 4 bots and be the monster.
Yeah.
Single player.
Yeah, that'd be... Do a training mode.
Like a training mode, yeah.
Or bot the monster would be cool, and you probably can. Like, why wouldn't you? Some people are losers and have no friends.
Exactly.
Welcome to me. It won't be cross-platform, so I will be playing it by myself. I actually don't know what it's going to be on, so we'll see. I imagine everything.
PC.
Yeah, PC, PS4, Xbox One. Don't know about the old ones.
Everything but Wii U and Mac.
Probably.
Probably.
So Max can be as hyped as he wants, but he'll never play.
That's right. But that's what I'm excited about. So it's good. It's good times.
Sweet. Who's next? You'll run the show.
Anybody?
No, I have nothing this week.
Good.
Yeah.
Right, my max is Robotech RPG Tactics.
Good lord.
So this is a tabletop miniatures game with Robotech and Macross stuff, and it makes me happy. So it's being released by Palladium, who do the RPG. Alessio Cavatore is part of the rules team. He's a guy who used to work for Games Workshop. He did the last rule set that I feel was playable for Warhammer and 40k.
Yep.
Yeah, long story short, I just want to paint I want to paint some Veritex and some of those pods that the aliens use.
Yep.
I just want that.
Hodge, do you have a
Rick
max?
Hunter.
Yeah, I'm Infamous Second Son, man. I've got to play it twice now. Once in Vegas, and then I was in LA a couple weeks ago, and I played it then. And they've kept so much stuff under wraps that like I'm very, very excited to play the full thing. So that's soon, this end of this month.
Is this a game that we should be very excited for if we already own a PS4? Or possibly, will this be the system seller they think it's going to be?
Infamous? Yes. Yes. Have you played the Infamous series before?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so I mean, you're gonna be pretty used to the way that plays. Graphically, it's gorgeous, but I mean, we already had that with games like Killzone. But I think it handles really well, and the new powers, which they've revealed 2 of, but have said that there are more, are really cool. They're different. You got right now Smoke and Neon, which the Neon are my favorite. They look really, really cool. But they've said there might be more that they haven't released yet. So
Interesting.
yeah. It's solid. I mean, it makes a good use of the touch controls.
Oh yeah.
Those aren't clunky. They feel right. It's cool. I like it a lot. I think it is going to be. I don't think it's going to be on the level that like something like Watch Dogs is, because it's not really like breaking the mold. It's an Infamous game. But I think it's going to be up there. It's the best thing so far, I would say.
Because the game shop keeps making me want it. Like they keep asking me to pre-order it. I'm like, should I? I don't know.
I've had fun every time that I've played it, and like the demos that they let us play are like really, really short. Okay. Well, I say the first demo I played was literally like 5 minutes. And then the demo that I got to play in LA was probably about 15 minutes. But I was like, I want more, because I like.
Okay.
I only played through good. Like I wanted to play through good and evil, but I didn't have time. So yeah, there's that.
Please, sir, I want more.
Well, it might be
right.
time. Who knows?
Well, there were 5 of us, and so we all had to play it. So I wasn't able to do it more than once.
You didn't tie everybody else up in a dark alley so that you could just use all their time as well.
Right. No, I had to play other games too. Like I played a lot of little indie games. Like one of them coming out next week. I should have put it in here. Towerfall Ascension is gonna be pretty good.
Yep.
I have heard good things about that one.
Sweet.
Well, sweet. That's
Yep.
That's what we're hyped about most. Let's move on and wrap the show up in the sandbag. Well, we have had no kind of discussion with anybody. I was asked any questions. Have you had any interactions on Facebooks?
No, nobody loves us.
No. Screw you guys. Just to recap, we are going to PAX Australia. That's the thing. We're very excited about that. So we'll be doing some little vlogs and some little videos.
We'll try and interview some devs if they'll let us.
If they'll let us. Like, who are you guys? It's okay.
It's fine. Come on.
We'll hire a black van.
Yeah.
We'll do some interviews. Get him in a van.
So we're just interviewing
Tell us about
developer
your
one.
game.
Big
We'll let you
game.
know.
I'm not even a developer. Shit, we got the wrong one.
So we'll be doing that, and Bruce will have some details coming up about how you can help us out financially if you would like to. We've still got a long way to go before the actual event, and we want to see if we can offset some of our travel and accommodation and that kind of thing, which means we can do some work harder.
Yeah, the less we have to worry about, the more work we can actually do.
Yeah, so that's the thing.
Yeah, so just jump on the community website, on our forums. I'll be putting all the detail on there. Any questions, comments, feedback, chuck it on there. There's a section for it. I'll be monitoring that.
Like a hawk.
Like a hawk, because I'll be in the Philippines doing nothing else.
Hodge. Pimp.
Yes.
Pimp yourself.
Okay. Yeah, you can check me out at youtube.com/HOJJOSHMC. Also Twitter, also Instagram. Pretty much if I can grab HOJJOSHMC on something, I probably got it.
Yes.
So.
That's clean.
Have you got any new projects coming up?
Yes, I have. I should be sitting down in the next couple of weeks to work with a guy by the name of Varieta and Pedro. I think his YouTube is like Pedro Does Music or something like that. But we're going to be doing an epic rap battle of Minecraft.
Nice.
So they've done one before, but yeah, this is the first one I've been a part of. So we're going to do that. Hopefully we'll start working on it in the next couple of weeks. Let's see what else. I'm working on an album of original music because I do my parodies. Most of them I didn't talk about this on the front end, but my parodies are mostly rap music because I am a rapper. That's unbelievable when you look at me and hear me talk and pretty much anything.
Pokemon shirt raps. With but yeah, I do, and so I've been working on an album. Which I have like a 5-song preview up on SoundCloud, which I can drop a link somewhere or whatever.
Do so, please.
And then I have stuff on iTunes. You can look me up on iTunes, HOJJOSHMC, and that pays for me to do things like eat and make more songs because leasing beats is expensive, yo.
Yeah, sweet.
But yeah.
Awesome. Check them
So
out
that's
if you
me.
haven't already. You probably have.
Because you're not here for us.
Yeah. Well, that is about it. You can check us all out on the Twitters. I am extremebeyond. Brad is the _Bradadas, and Bruce is Bruce Uncut.
You got it right this time.
What are you talking about?
It's all under our...
Yeah, well, you sat in the right place, didn't you?
This is where I sat last time.
I haven't changed it, so I think he's lying to me. that's where we are. You can go to 8bitspodcast.com to check out the show notes and watch the video version of this. If you're an iTunes listener, you can do that and check out all the old episodes. Join the conversation with us. Ask us questions, field some business on Facebook, 8bits podcast. Facebook.com/8bitspodcast. And that's good. We like putting you in the sandbag, so I don't know what you guys have been up to. It's sad we didn't have anyone today. Thanks so much for our sponsors today, Shelby and Vlash. Look at your heads.
Thank
your
you.
heads and your hands and your face.
Shelby
Very
Vlash.
And if you want to sponsor the show, you can help us out by going to 8bitspodcast.com and throwing money at us because we like it. That also helps us eat, and it doesn't.
It all goes back into our show.
It all goes into the show. Oh. Any last
regrets?
Any last thoughts?
Yes, beard stroke.
Beard strokes.
It's the best.
Beard stroke.
You better have a beard next time, Alice.
No, it's gonna be.
That's right.
We're gonna have a clean-shaven guest. No, we're not. No, we're not.
You're gonna have a girl, aren't you?
No.
That's your only
That's
hope.
the only way.
We're gonna start getting the Dead Workers Party on, and they've
They've all got beards.
So I'm gonna go buy a beard.
I think Anarchy might be clean shaven.
With a name like Anarchy, I doubt that very much.
He'd be highly drunk, but he might be clean shaven.
It might be. Thanks so much for joining us, Josh.
Yeah,
Thank you so
it's been
much.
awesome. Thank you.
And
Thanks for having me, man.
chat room. We will catch you later.
See ya.
Bye.
Oh, we're back.
Stop moosing, everybody.